I was excited and nervous when I was hired as a first year teacher. Why? Well, unlike my colleagues, my undergraduate degree was not in education. Additionally, I entered education as my second career after retiring from the military. When I showed up for my first day, I was informed I needed to attend the new teacher orientation. The purpose of the 3-day training was to onboard all teachers new to the district. So, the next day, I headed to the training building to begin my orientation. Now, as you can imagine, I was super excited to start my new career until I entered the auditorium. Well, as I looked around, I realized I was much more mature than most of the fresh young faces in the auditorium, which made me nervous. The next 3 days were a whirlwind of activities, including classroom management, school procedures, and administrative responsibilities. We also received several state-mandated trainings. One of the state-mandated trainings was ethics. Rule 6A-10.081, Florida Administrative Code, Principles of Professional Conduct for the Education Profession in Florida. It outlined every educator's ethical principles. Our district trainer informed us that we are held to a higher standard because we work with students as educators. Over the next 3 hours, we covered the state statutes, different scenarios, and how to report violations. Well, as I listened to the presentation, I was reminded of the ethics training I received as a new second lieutenant attending Officer Basic course. Our instructors reminded us that we were expected to lead by example as leaders. Our behavior as officers had to be above reproach. We have the privilege of leading soldiers. Therefore, we must be ethical leaders. As they closed the training, we were told never to put ourselves in a position where our integrity could be questioned. Like military leaders, educational leaders also must be ethical leaders. So what is ethical leadership? Well, Western Governors University defines ethical leadership as demonstrating and promoting normatively appropriate conduct through personal actions and interpersonal relationships. For educational leaders, the goal is to promote equitable access and opportunity to educational resources for every student, regardless of their situation or background. Educational leaders are responsible for the well-being and success of each student. Therefore, we must create an environment for student success. As an educational leader, I create an ethical climate that daily embodies values, norms, behaviors, and attitudes built on respect, openness, and fairness. Ethical leadership is essential in education because our students, faculties, and staff deserve nothing less.